Hello and welcome, I'm CF Assassin. Today we're kicking off with some more Assassin's Creed 3 playthrough. Now let's see what we've got at the moment to do. We're not going to be doing these side missions at the moment. Yeah, like a delivery request, courier mission there, messenger mission, courier mission, yeah, get another courier mission up there, etc. Okay, so what we're going to do instead is we are going to continue our story by going over to this gentleman here and getting us back to the homestead, which I think is that one there, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we just escaped Boston after trying to stop our father, Hatham Kenway, from starting a riot and failing. Right. Alright, so we're here, we need to go over there. I would recommend, personally, running around the outside edge of the water because although, yes, you can just swim across, it is actually a little slower, if I remember rightly. Right. Let's have a raccoon, shall we? We'll skip that. Right, on the big rock to get around. The raccoons and beavers are actually quite easy to catch because they don't move very fast. Some of the animals, on the other hand, are a damn nightmare to catch. Right, we're going inside, so we'll just dive in this door. And we'll go and speak to Mr. Achilles. Kick off the next mission.
Welcome back.
You left me in Boston.
The training we've done here is all well and good, but experience is a better teacher by far.
What of my father?
Into the wind, I'm afraid.
We have to find him.
And we will, after the house has been repaired.
But he's out there plotting who knows what.
And what would you do when you found him? If you found him? You're a boy with a few months of training. He's a man full grown who spent decades honing his skills. If you're going to stand a chance against the Templars, you're going to need these.
And there you go, hidden blades.
Go on before I change my mind.
Let's go help the man, shall we?
You, sir, please, help! He's going to die!
On with the next bit then.
Who?
There's no time! Please, come!
Yeah, trust him to run through some of the deep snow there. See? Knew he would. They always bloody do.
Down there! He's just passed under the bridge! Help me!
No. Right, we're going to restart that one because that was stupid of me. Diving in the water like that, shouldn't have done that.
Someone! Help!
Oh, sod it. Bloody thing not pointing me in the right direction.
Help me! Please! Help me! Please! Help me! Please! Help! Help me! Please!
Come on, get after the man, for God's sake.
Help me! Please! Help me! Please! Someone!
Never mind. Didn't quite do what we were supposed to there, but never mind. We got the mission done. Just misjudging angles. One of my worst mistakes.
What this knobbend is trying to say is he's forever in your debt, sir. Who you calling? A knobbend? You, because you are one.
What were you doing on those logs?
One of the dangers of lumbering. We've got the camp set up a few rods off of here, as we're cutting timber. We're hoping to open a mill in the area.
There's a good place not far from the manor on the hill where I'm staying.
I like you already. We'll have a look.
There you go, and so we start our homestead up properly. River rescue, yeah, I'm not going to get the 100% completion on that one, am I? Because I jumped in the water too soon. Twice. Numpty.
I'll miss the peace and quiet, but we can certainly use the wood.
The manor needs a lot of work.
That and other things. Meet me at the small shack by the shoreline when you have time. There's something else you need to see.
What is it?
An asset.
Alright. All the way this way is where he wants me to meet him up. Ah, that's another homestead mission. That's right. Yeah, you can recruit new settlers with them. And then you improve the homestead with giving them more resources to trade and blah blah blah, which is awesome. But yeah, there's a load of them to do, and you can get the homestead looking pretty damn good, frankly. Or at least good for one of these homesteads anyway. Right. Where are we going next? Are we going to go and do a couple of homestead missions? Yeah, sod it. Let's go do this homestead mission. I keep forgetting I can't make it just get over there quickly enough. Right, let's go do the homestead mission. We're going to go up in the bloody trees if we can. Which I think we can if we get up here. Never mind. Sod it. Spot another opportunity to get in the tree, I will. Might just climb up this rock face here. No, not going to let me climb that spot. Let's climb over here then. Thank you. Oh, good luck. That'll get us in the trees nicely.
What in God's name is going on around you?
Damn it. Oh my god. That is not good. Alright, give me a second. I want that. I can fight better with that. we are headed for that thing. Get up there. We're going to come at it from up above, or at least nearby anyway. Look, I'm going to go around here through the deep snow because why not? Deep snow is so annoying sometimes.
Let's see if our man can fly.
That's a joint of cool sauce.
Right. Let's pull the man up, shall we? There we go. So Connor's an incredibly strong teenager to have just casually gone, right, I'm just going to pull this full-grown man up off this ledge. Why not?
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I think so. Didn't do much to me aside from a good scare. Blackguards.
What did they want with you?
My purse, which was meager, and they decided to punish me for their trouble. Silly, really. My tools and equipment were worth a king's share to the right man. In any case, I had best get on my way. It's a long walk to the nearest inn. I thank you again for your kindness.
Have you no home?
Oh, well, I was a proud resident of Boston until recently, but I'm not a supporter of His Majesty, and, well, I was forced out of my woodshop and home by loyalists.
There are plenty around here who could use the services of a skilled craftsman if you were looking for somewhere to settle.
Is that right? I may look into that.
There we go. That's that man saved. And now we have a carpenter. Okay. Alright, when it's done that, we'll look at the map again. I'll wait for it to finish doing its shit first. Right. Any more homestead missions here? No. Okay, so we're headed over to that. We're not going to do these peg leg trinkets in these videos. I think I'll do those as a separate video all their own. Purely because it's going to be a right pain in the ass to do them. Climb the tree. Thank you. We're going across the bloody trees because, like I said, it's just quicker and easier than trying to do what we were doing. Right. Yeah, I'm not as incompetent as I showed earlier, as you can see. Don't get me wrong, I'm fairly certain I'm still incompetent, but not as incompetent as I showed. Okay. Climbing the rock faces. It's always the quickest way there. Right. Bloody deep snow again. Oh, and a wolf nearby. Where is he? Damn it, idiot. There we go. Wolf is dead. In the wolf. Don't think I can craft yet, can I? Another one. That one died a bit quicker. Skip the skinning. Sod it, we're going for a swim. Can't be bothered to go around this time, so we're going for a swim. That dilapidated old thing. We're going to put it back together. And you think I'm joking? Then you're very, very much sorely mistaken. Oh, over we go. Swim, swims. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. What do? We swim, swim. Yes, like I said many times, there's definitely something wrong with my brain.
I found him. People say these are myths, but I have them. Captain Kidd had a secret to the shore. Just get me a ship and a crew, and we'll find out what it was he held so dear. I met him once.
Oh, to the man.
Go away!
Say, go away, boy! Do you not speak the King's English? Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name is Connor. He's here to restore the property.
Restore? Restore? Pardon my manners. She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection, she'll fly again.
Who is she?
Oh dear.
Who is she? Why, the Aquila boy, the ghost of the North Seas.
The boat.
A boat? She's a ship boy, and make no mistake about it. I thought you brought him here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor, meet me back at the manor when you've finished here.
You said it requires repairs. You able?
She does need work. A ship is a she, boy. And yes, I can refit her, but I'm lacking in the proper supplies. Some quality timber would help me get started.
I can see to that. How long before she is able to sail again?
Just get me the lumber, boy. I'll raise a crew.
Brilliant. Right. I still think there should be crafting in this bit somewhere. Animals Training Centre? No. Oh well, never mind. Right, we're going back over there. We're going to do it the long way around again, because it will be quicker still. Especially if I stick to this and then just climb straight up when I'm right over next to it. Is that a beaver? No, it's just a shadow. Come on, up you go, Connor. A bit quicker, mate. If you can, I'd really appreciate that. Nice high climb, isn't it? Right. Get in there now. Inside? Yeah, inside. Into the building.
There you are. I've something to show you. Come, take a look.
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage the homestead's dealings.
Yep.
And these?
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed. But that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
Okay. Right, so we've got a stockpile. Start to purchase. Virtual 3. Okay. That's where I can craft. Get the resource. Send the convoy. Fantastic, right. Can craft in this menu now. Fantastic. Scribble myself some notes in a minute.
Time passed quickly after that. My days a blur of study, training, and work. What little free time Achilles allowed me was spent learning about the Templars, about Charles Lee and my father. I longed to confront them, to put an end to their schemes, to ensure my people would remain untroubled and free. But I knew it was too soon, that to approach them now would see me killed. All my work would be for nothing. Patience, restraint. These proved the most difficult subjects for me. But in time I mastered them as well. Days became months, months became years. And as my skills and knowledge grew, so too did I.
Right. Okay. We are going to head over here, I think. Can't remember that. That's a conversation with one of your bits, isn't it? Yeah, an interactive conversation. We're not going to do those just yet. We're just going to head for the main marker, which is back over by the boat. There's the Aquila looking better, look. And this time we're just going to go like this. Woohoo! Whoops. Forgot that that was a lump of rock there. We'll try that again in a minute, shall we? This time we won't dive off the top onto some rock. All right, it brought me over. That's good. Launch that, shall we? Alright, the killer must be equipped with cannons at Martha's Vineyard. Officers must also be hired to command the new guns. Yes, let's start this naval mission.
Come aboard and feast your eyes, boy. No, not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible look. Step with your right foot first.
She is solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale. Ne'er a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day. What do you say we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
Where would we go?
As it happens, she still needs guns and the officers to command them. We'll launch straight away. Don't worry, lad. I'll make sure you sprout good sea legs. All in the mainsail! Get up the rigging! Hand over fist! Come on, men! Let's get her out where she needs to be!
Alright. Let's go sailing, shall we?
Come on, lad. No time like the present. Come on. She won't bite. You're connected to an half sail. Ah! Your killer flies again. Do you feel it, lad? Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find our guns and officers there. She's a nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows.
Yeah.
Call for full sail if you like. I want everything.
Let's go to
Unfurl
full.
everything. Full sail. Wind looks to be shifting. Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage. Reduce speed.
Always best to go to half sail there, just because of the wind.
Full sail! Full sail! Go get that wind!
Off we go.
Now, take us through these shallows. Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hull. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
Yeah, we're sticking at half sail. I know it's a bit slower, but we're going to do that. We've got to make sure we don't take any damage at all here. I also went to half sail because that ship in front of us is only at half sail. So, although it looks like it's a full sail.
Mind those other vessels! Hold your tack to keep your right of way.
Right, nearly through, guys. I forgot how cumbersome the sailing in this one was. It's a bit of a pain, to be honest. Right, there's another gust coming. Rogue wind there.
Let fly, full sail. We need every knot, full sail.
There we go.
Cottages. We're close. Ease her off. Haul in to half sail. No sail.
There we go.
We'll go ashore by our
Didn't
guns.
take any damage, that's good.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
Nice to see you, too.
Robert Faulkner. Where the hell you been?
Sorry for leaving like I did, lads, but where I was going, no one could know. You two working much?
No. Between contracts at the moment.
Well, we're looking for gunnery officers. What would you two say to working with me again?
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
Good show.
The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Where is Charles Lee?
I don't much care for your tone, boy.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Faulkner turned to wet nursing. It's good you finally realize you're a shite sailor.
Whoa, 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 not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be ready. Come on.
Right, back up to the wheel, shall we?
Get up on that boom!
Okay.
Give me half sail. Give me half sail.
What the bloody hell was that about?
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
A Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the Crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need.
Pull into half sail! Looks like a British frigate with half seas over. Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring her around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire. Ready up to fire! Well done, boys. Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible. Make ready! And fire! Some old powder in there! Good! Now give the swivel guns a turn. More precise. Hit those old powder barrels and light up the sky.
Okay.
Ready! And fire! Chris Davies, jump for me! Never gets old! Not bad for a spot, Captain. You are a fast learner.
Provided something interests me.
Ah, getting a taste for the open sea, are we? We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long. We need more speed.
Alright. Turn into the homestead then.
Gunboats are about!
Why is he shooting at us?
Wait for it! Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard. Make ready, boys! Use the stay landed, that bully! Fire! Fully accurate! Negative, star! Time to work! Fire! Ready up to fire! Fire! Send that to the deep! We're fighting the wind, sir.
Oh well. Should have killed another one with the swivel guns. I didn't pay attention to that one.
Where in the bloody hell did she come from? We're in broadside! Not reloaded yet, sir! Ready to fire! Ready up to fire! officer!
Right. Oh, didn't get the one with the swivel guns because I wasn't paying attention, but everything else I got.
Now we best be getting back, and the old man will have my guns regardless.
Yep. Which way am I supposed to be headed? Oh, you can do it for me, are you? Good. Stupid of me not to use the swivel guns there.
I got 'em! All of 'em! You get what I need, and I'll give 'em to you. Simple. You got a ship. Could find 'em all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
There we go.
2 weeks, and not even a goodbye before you left.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Right.
Put them on.
Yep. And so we get our robes. Fantastic.
Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
There you go, sequence completed. Don't know if we're going to get pulled out of the Animus here. We might jump out anyway and go talk to everyone if we can. Oh yeah, we're getting pulled out anyway.
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Alright, we're off on our first mission to collect a battery.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
What do you mean, above?
Yeah. You get to parachute or paraglide. Can't remember which it is. I think it's paraglide, isn't it? Base jump. That's the more appropriate word. We'll go with that.
Hear me? Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, read you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice strong signal. Just a heads up, there's no elevator access from here on out. You'll have to get up there the old-fashioned way.
That's no biggie, is it? Up we go. Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's hold still. It's a lovely view.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
Up we go. Alright, nearly there, guys. To the top of this crane is where we're going. I've got to admit, this is one of the better points to see it from. So what we're going to do actually is once we get up to the top, I may pause for a second to do a screenshot. We'll see. Let's get up there first, shall we?
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
And on the not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively tased.
Shut up, Sean.
Right, over we go. No, not there. Ah, there.
Almost there, Desmond. Once you reach the top of the lit-up crane, you should be high enough to make the jump.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Well, you might want to worry a little. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she was high when she was running the numbers.
Sean!
A joke. It was a joke. Or was it?
Up we go to the top of the crane. While we're climbing the outside, I still don't understand, but there's a perfectly good ladder in there. Ah, that's why, because it's got grates in the way. Okay. That makes sense.
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late, and you'll miss the building.
Do a little pan up there, shall we? Just gonna go. Take a screenshot. Alright.
Now, open your chute.
There we go. Yes, this is lit up. This is where we're going. Right. We are at the penthouse. And there's our battery.
That wasn't so bad.
So, you must be Desmond. Not exactly what I expected. But I guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
You may recognize
Ask
this
your
guy.
father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not supposed to kill you, but the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter.
Alright, there we go. We got the first battery. We'll go and pop that in.
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
Believe it or not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. Doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
No.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
Right, well, we're going to talk to some people, then we'll go pop the battery in and see if we can get some more cutscenes, shall we?
I know everyone thinks I'm being silly, but I can't shake the feeling we're being watched.
We are being watched. By Juno. Or some version of her.
Do you think it's a recording? Or is she a ghost? Or something else? Is she talking to us the way Minerva talked to Ezio?
No clue. I mean, who knows what else they were working on down here? There's still so many rooms we don't have access to.
But do you think she's like literally down here, waiting somewhere, still alive?
Still alive? That's mental. That means she'd be at least 75, 80,000 years old? No, powerful, yeah, but not that powerful.
They came down here looking for a way to survive. Maybe they found one.
Apologies if this is a bit of a dark screen in here. I just noticed
Weird
that.
seeing Cross.
What do you mean?
It's different for you. You don't know about what happened, I guess. For a long time, he was important to us. He was a different person.
Sean said he was a sleeper agent. Like Lucy.
It was different. She made a choice, but Cross, if you read the files, Abstergo just... They did terrible things to him.
Rebecca?
You're lucky. We all are. We have people who care about us, who look out for us. He was all alone, and the people he thought he could trust, they used him.
Did you know him?
No, but I knew Hannah.
Who's that?
She tried to help him. She trusted him. But there was a raid about a year ago. She stayed behind so the others could escape. Tried to reason with him to see if she could fix things.
Well, what happened?
What do you think happened? He killed her. That's what he does. That's all he knows how to do. Sometimes it seems like that's all any of us know how to do.
Jeez.
Rebecca.
I just want to be alone right now.
Okay. That's all of the talking with Rebecca done. Oh. Before we run past this computer, we just have a look at the new messages. Any new messages in here? Yeah, I got a lot. One from Rebecca. Disappointed, William Miles. In case you haven't noticed, we're knee deep in the shit here. I understand this might not be your idea of a good time. It isn't anyone's idea of a good time. Picking fights isn't going to get our work finished any faster, so I suggest you stick to the mission. The sooner we're through the door, the sooner we can get back to our lives, or in your case, the lack of one. Dad. What a dick. And got a few more here, including these. Now, I could tell you what these are. Let's read this one. It works. I should hardly be surprised. Electrical impulses move from one pathway to another. You call them networks. Our word for them was more akin to road. It is very yet difficult to project a thought from one medium to another, and yet it works. It works. It works. It works. Then we've got this one. I have found a way to better control the impulses, to formulate a thought and transmit it, to add a sense of structure, a sense of order. You fear order, your kind. The gentle hand tends the flock. It is a kindness, not a cruelty. I wonder why you ever understand your enemies do in their own way, but they share... Sorry, will you ever understand? That's why that makes sense. But they share your base heritage. Their concept is flawed. They are not worthy. They have all proved unworthy of our gifts. And then we got these ones. This one is from someone from Sean called Leave Him Alone. You should not meddle in affairs that do not concern you. Right. And then we got the modern tower. We can relive if we want to. Hang on. Modern tower. Are you sure you want to replay this mission? No. There we go. We can replay the missions there. We're going to go and talk to dear old Dad first.
Son, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. You have to understand, I've never been very good at this. Never mind that we live rather extraordinary lives.
Yeah, I kinda liked my ordinary one.
You can't escape who you are, Desmond.
So I've noticed.
Look, it's silly for us to go back and forth like this. I admit, I did a shitty job raising you. I apologize, I'm sorry. But it's important you understand it didn't come from a bad place. You're my son. I love you. I guess I was so busy trying to make sure nothing bad happened, I didn't consider the consequences. Truce.
I can't believe it's taken me so long to ask, but... How's Mom? She's not...
No. Your mother is fine. We decided it was safer if we split up for this job.
Always assuming the worst.
For good reason.
Can I at least say hi to her?
I'm sorry, it's too risky. Maybe when we're done.
Right. When we're done. Have we ever tried to make peace with the Templars?
Throughout our history, there have been moments. Several, in fact. But... it's impossible. There are existential differences, insurmountable. If there were to be unity, it wouldn't be a truce so much as a submission.
But knowing what's about to happen, wouldn't it make sense to try and talk to Vidic? Come to an arrangement, even if it's only temporary?
We'd all be so busy watching our backs, nothing would get accomplished. Imagine that. We're more productive at war.
Well, have we ever tried sending in someone? Doing to them what they did to us with Lucy? Or Cross?
We have, and it's never worked. We've sent people who were either too weak and found themselves turned, or too strong and were unable to carry out the charade.
I just feel like we all want the same thing.
We use the same words, but that's all they are, words. In the end, it all comes down to freedom. We seek it, they detest it. And so there's never an end to the fight. Not until one side is completely gone.
Is that even possible?
Probably not. Our two groups have existed in one form or another since, well, since forever. But things can be better than they are. And that's something.
Okay. Can we talk to him anymore?
Did you look for me, Dad? When I was
Wow,
gone?
lots of talking.
Every day.
Come on.
I mean it. Every night I'd look, searching for your name or variations of it, hoping you'd slip up. Abstergo only found you first because they had better access. A few more days and it would have been me.
Well, I'm here now.
And I'm glad.
Do you think Lucy regretted what she was doing?
I used to think I knew her well, but clearly that wasn't the case. So I really can't give you an honest answer.
She seemed so sincere, though. Like she really wanted to make a difference.
Yes, well, when I first met him, I thought the same thing about Cross.
It just keeps happening over and over again.
What does?
Everything.
Don't get weird on me, Desmond.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry.
All right, then. You should think about getting back in the Animus. We've got to find that key.
Right, okay, that's him to finish talking to. Now we're going to talk to Mr. Sean Hastings. See if he's got anything interesting to say.
Ah, Desmond, there you are. Can I ask a favour?
Maybe.
When this is all over, I'd like to try turning the dial back on the Animus. Like, all the way back. To the time of the first civilization.
You think it would work?
There was no real loss of fidelity when you visited Altair. Then again, that was about 1,000 years ago, and I'm looking at going back at least 70,000 more.
Sure, I'd be up for it. It'd be interesting to see what things were like back then.
Excellent. I think it would prove most enlightening.
Anything else?
This is how it started.
What are you up to?
Just brushing up on my American history. I say history. They certainly teach you strange things in the States.
Like what?
Well, for all the talk of this being a revolutionary war, it was a civil one. Well, not that kind of civil. I mean, there was no America versus Britain. It was Brit on Brit action. And you can clearly see how the whole thing got started. One war gave birth to the other.
You mean the 7 Years' War?
Exactly. Seems the Crown overspent in its attempt to keep the French out. Wound up with a great deal of debt. Believing that the colonists should help to shoulder the burden, new taxes were created. It was a reasonable request, even if Parliament was rather, well, undiplomatic about it.
Well, it's not really fair to tax people for a war they didn't want any part of.
What? Didn't want any part of? Did you not notice George Washington with Edward Braddock? He was right there in the middle of it. So here you have the Crown spending who knows how much money to secure a place for the colonists to thrive, and then, when they ask for a little bit of help... Right, look, think of it this way. King George and the colonists, they all go out to dinner, right? And when the bill comes, George asks for them to kick in and pay their share. Fair enough. But keep in mind, he's been taking them out to dinner gratis for decades now. The colonists, oh no, they insist they only had a glass of water and a side salad. Never mind the tables full of half-eaten food and empty bottles of wine. Then when the king points this out, what do the colonists do? Oh, they flip the table over and they storm out the restaurant. Probably intending to return later and burn it down.
You left out the
Well,
part
my
where the king
thumb's
pointed a
clicking.
gun at the colonists and asked them to cover dinner for everyone in the restaurant.
Right, yeah, interesting take. If he pulled out a gun, and I'm not sure he did, it would only have been after the 100th failed attempt at getting them to pay their fair share.
But how do you define someone's fair share?
Oh, well, with a war, apparently.
Right, anything
I
more?
wonder how many other
Oh,
places
lovely.
like this exist.
There are dozens of them, all over the world.
And somehow no one's ever found one before us.
I don't think that's true.
Oh?
When I was at Abstergo, Vidic talked about silencing discoveries made by non-Templars. And I'm sure Abstergo has dug up plenty.
The things they must know.
Regretting throwing in with us?
No. Just looking forward to when we can finally trounce those bastards so I can dive into their archives.
Right, any more?
I think I found a lead on another power source. Later, Desmond. I'm in the middle of something very important right now.
Thank you.
Just, that's a rule. Just follow that.
That's him done. Right, now we're going to go back over this way. Damn it, I forgot about that. You can't just jump across. You have to use the shitty little bridge. Right, up here so we can get to the next one of these consoles to put some power into. No, wrong way. Up this way. And over to here. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to get to this one, then there will be another one, which we will go to soon. Not straight away though. Don't know, we'll see. Right, there you go. And there is the console.
Wonder what's inside.
Only one way to find out.
Alright, are we going to go and find the next console? Yeah, I think we will actually. There it is, that. We'll head over to that. No, wrong way. That's what I wanted. Now I want to go this way. Yeah, this way. I'll get there eventually. I'll stop losing my mind. Okay.
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer, and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000? More? Might we change the consensus and will the threat away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world. But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
Jesus. Let's find out what they tried next, shall we?
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward, we could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves and know what was to come. First, we wanted to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking, and instead began to speak. She called out across time, in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
Whoa.
Tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
Good to know. Can't remember where I'm going now. I think I've gone the wrong way. Yep, I've definitely gone the wrong way here. Or have I? Right, let's get back up here. Okay, Huh. Okay. Have to excuse me because I'm completely confused here. I can't remember where I need to go. Is it in here? Yes, it's in here, isn't it? There we go. There we go. And there is the next console. Fantastic. Right, with that found, we can drop back down to here. Right. That's where we're going to leave it for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have enjoyed playing it, and I really do hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you have, please do hit like. Consider hitting subscribe if you haven't yet. Come join us again when we do some more of this. Other than that, thanks very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.